Los Angeles at 3 a.m. is a different planet. The streets feel wider, the air quieter, and the city's secrets louder. It's the hour when the influencers are asleep, the paparazzi are bored, and even the billboards look tired. It's also the hour when real Hollywood moves, the unannounced deals, the hush-hush meetings, the moments no one is supposed to see. And that's why, when a grainy photograph leaked of Ariana Grande slipping into a recording studio in North Hollywood just before dawn, carrying a bag big enough to hide either heartbreak or a hard drive, the internet didn't just notice, it exploded. Because Ariana isn't just a pop star, she's a global mood board, a person whose smallest decisions ripple across millions. And a 3 a.m. studio visit? That wasn't a ripple, that was a shockwave. The story began with a single blurry image uploaded at 5:12 a.m. by an anonymous industry source. Ariana stepping out of a black SUV, hoodie oversized, hair tucked inside, head down. No entourage, no bodyguard, no glam squad, just her. The flash of the street lamp caught her face for half a second, long enough for fans to confirm it was her, and long enough for the photo to start spreading like wildfire. Within minutes, hashtags erupted, hashtag AG7, hashtag Ariana. At 3 a.m., hashtag Studio Secrets. Everyone wanted to know the same thing. What is Ariana cooking at a time when most of Hollywood is still counting sheep? To understand why the internet spun out so fast, you've got to remember where Ariana stands right now. Her last era was a roller coaster, a mix of emotional honesty, personal transformation, major career moves, and, well, massive speculation. She's been balancing her wicked commitments, her brand expansions, her shift toward a quieter personal life, and a digital audience that seems to read meaning into every breath she takes. Recently, she's been laying low. No surprise drops, no cryptic tweets, no sudden Instagram wipe, silence. And silence from Ariana Grande is never just silence. It's a countdown. So when fans saw her walking into a studio at the hour when only artists and insomniacs roam, theories ignited instantly. Some said she was finishing vocals for her next album. Some swore they heard whispers that she was working with a massive male artist. Others insisted the timing was no coincidence, that 3 a.m. is when artists go to record things they don't want the world to hear yet. And then came the rumor that hit the gas pedal. Someone claimed to have seen her not entering the studio alone. That claim came from a security guard at a nearby building who told a local reporter that Ariana didn't arrive in one car, she arrived in two. According to him, another SUV pulled up minutes before hers, dropping off a man wearing a hat low enough to practically hide his entire face. The guard didn't get a clear look, but said the guy moved like someone used to cameras. And suddenly, the narrative split into two wild, irresistible lanes: new album or new romance. For fans who've been tracking Ariana's emotional arc, the idea of a new romance hit like a plot twist nobody saw coming. She's been through enough public relationships to know the price that comes with letting the world in. And lately, she's been more guarded than ever. So the idea that she might be quietly meeting someone, sneaking into a studio with them, avoiding the usual daytime circus, it wasn't impossible. It was intriguing. It was chaos fuel. People started pulling up old interview lines, decoding her lyrics again, re-examining her recent candid shots, searching for clues that maybe, just maybe, she was moving on, moving forward, or moving into a new era entirely. But then, as always, came the counter-narrative, one just as chaotic, just as convincing. Music insiders began dropping anonymous comments on discussion boards claiming that Ariana wasn't working on a romance. She was working on a return. A big one. A sonically unexpected one. One insider claimed she was in the studio with a producer she hadn't collaborated with in years. Another said she had been writing more than usual. Someone else mentioned she was experimenting with a darker, more atmospheric sound. The video changed everything. Suddenly the romance rumor dimmed, and the studio grind theory took center stage. Fans pointed out that Ariana often records vocals alone at odd hours to protect her voice and avoid distractions. Producers noted that 3 a.m. sessions are actually common for artists who prefer quiet studios and no interruptions. And longtime listeners recognized one thing instantly. The studio she went into was one she used during one of her biggest eras, the kind of detail only die-hard fans would ever catch. By the time the sun rose over LA, the internet had effectively written 3 full chapters of Ariana's life story without a single comment from Ariana herself. And that's the part that made the whole situation feel almost eerie. Ariana didn't post, didn't like, didn't comment, didn't even break her normal online silence. She just existed, and the world built a universe around a single moment. So maybe, just maybe, the answer isn't complicated. Maybe she went to the studio because that's where she heals, because that's where she creates, because that's where things begin. But here's the part of the night no one saw coming. A third witness stepped forward. A delivery driver dropping off supplies to a nearby bakery claimed that he saw Ariana laughing as she entered the studio, not stressed, not heartbroken, not trying to hide, laughing. This detail added a whole new layer to the mystery. Was she excited about recording? Was she talking to someone waiting inside? Was she hyping herself up for a major creative moment? The internet replayed that eyewitness detail more than the photo itself. Throughout the day, one theme kept emerging. No matter the truth behind the 3 a.m. visit, Ariana was in motion again. Moving quietly, moving intentionally. And whenever Ariana moves like that, an era shifts. But what if the truth is both? What if she is working on new music and meeting someone new? What if the visit had nothing to do with romance or an album, and everything to do with a collaboration that could change the direction of her sound? Hollywood loves a clean narrative, but Ariana has never been the type to live inside one. She's complex, multifaceted, and her choices usually reveal themselves weeks, if not months, after fans first start panicking online. As the dust settled, the world realized something important. A woman walking into a studio at 3 a.m. doesn't need to be a scandal. It doesn't need to be a secret romance or a mystery album or a cryptic message to fans. Sometimes it's just a woman doing the thing she loves when the world is quiet enough to let her breathe. But will this moment lead to new music? Possibly. Will it lead to new stories? Definitely. Will the world keep watching? Absolutely. Because Ariana Grande at 3 a.m. isn't just a sighting, it's a signal, a beginning, a spark. And that is why this tiny moment, caught in the blur of fluorescent streetlights and camera grain, is already being treated like the first page of a brand new chapter. If you love deep dive breakdowns into the stories, Hollywood whispers, the midnight sightings that social media twists, and the moments that hint at the next big era, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This channel brings you the real context behind the rumors, no fluff, no hype, just the truth behind the headlines. Stick around, the next mystery is already unfolding.